Good afternoon. It is currently a Friday and after work today I am heading to Cornwall. I'm kind of piggybacking on the back of my family going for the weekend, but I just thought I'd go along. We're going to be going to the Padstow area and tomorrow we're going to be having a little wander around that local area. And then on Sunday I have got my dog Pippin whilst my family are at an event that they can't bring the dog to. So I'm basically a glorified dog sitter here, but I'm very happy with that because Pippin is an absolute bean. Don't know if I've shown you him in a Wanderlust episode yet, I probably haven't. So we're going to be going for some exploring around, like a big circle around the Padstow area. I haven't really picked where we're going yet, I think it's very weather dependent, but of course I thought I'd do a Wanderlust episode, so welcome to episode 5 of Wanderlust. We've just arrived in the Airbnb. It is like 9:30ish, so I thought I'd give you a quick tour before we make it too messy. This is Pippin, who was very good in the car. This is the lounge, this is the kitchen area. It's very nice. Go upstairs. This is the bathroom. Bath. This one is my room. And we've got the main bedroom. Hello again. And Ava's room.
Hi.
Hello, are you moving in?
Yes.
You got a cool bunk bed.
I know.
Okay, it is now Saturday morning. Last night I gave you the tour, obviously, when we got here. We actually found out that there had been a pipe that had burst down the road that we're staying on, which meant that we had no cold water and like barely any hot water and the shower wouldn't work. So that was interesting. Thankfully that got fixed overnight. We couldn't flush the toilet or anything, but that's all sorted now. We also discovered a very big spider in the bathroom that we have nicknamed George 8-Leggin. If you have watched Poldark, you will get the reference. Obviously we're in Cornwall, which is where Poldark is set. So we've got George 8-Leggin chilling in the bathroom, but it's a really lovely cottage. I love this kind of vibe of a house. It's just such a calming, sweet, quaint environment. So it's a really nice cottage and we're going to go and explore Padstow today. I did wake up very early today. I have a Lumiglow alarm clock, which I love, and I would highly advise if you're someone that struggles to wake up in the morning, that the light reflecting, like, or replicating the sunlight is just such a nice way to wake up. And if you don't wake up with the light, you get a sound that goes off and you can pick from a couple of sound selections. So I pick the bird song, which is very nice and calming, and that works fine for me. However, right now, obviously in the middle of the countryside, there's a lot of nature around us, and that means there's a lot of birds. So this morning I woke up at about 5:30, 5:40, because the bird song's going off, and I thought it was Monday. I thought it was at my flat, and it was my alarm going off, and I had work. And I was very confused. So a bit of an early start this morning, and a bit of a wet start, because it's currently pissing it down outside. However, we're going to go and enjoy Padstow. I don't really know what this experience is going to be like with the downpour that we're in at the moment, but I'm definitely going to look like a drowned rat in most of my footage. Oh, there's a dog. Did he just push that open himself? Well, the dog just pushed the door open himself, but now Ava's joined me. Ava's not been in the vlog for ages. This is Ava, she's my sister.
Hi.
And we're all here together, so we're going to go and explore today. I'm gonna look like a drowned rat. You gonna look like a drowned rat?
Nah.
No, it's pretty wet outside. I feel like it's unavoidably wet. Like whatever we do, we're gonna get wet, but that's fine. Like it doesn't hinder the enjoyment. Yeah, exactly. If we're on a speedboat, we're gonna get drenched anyway. So
Yeah. Last time we went at the front row seats.
Oh, really? Did it get really wet?
Well, all three away from the front row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Let's go and explore probably a very wet Padstow.
Hey guys, so right now we're at Padstow and I'm wearing the GoPro and oh great, they take so long.
So we don't think the speedboats are running because of the weather, but we're having a little wander around. Hopefully they start running. I don't know. Okay, we didn't find any speedboats, but we're just going to have a little wander around the town. They have a really lovely independent bookshop that I've gone into, and I'm going to go back in and make a purchase on the way back round because I didn't want to carry a pretty chunky hardback around with me, but I will show you what that is when I get it. It's Saturday evening. Well, it's Saturday evening. It's still pissing it down with rain. The drown rat look is real. I got a new raincoat, so I've had an outfit change halfway through this vlog, but I love it. Now we are going, I've forgotten the name again. Oh god, hello. What's it called? Polzeath Beach. And then, where's the pub?
I got a new mouse. The pub, I can't remember.
Oh, well then we'll go to a pub for dinner.
Near Rock?
Maybe. Rock. I know it's a cliche to say it rains in England all the time, and it doesn't. Oh, I can't even shut a gate. It doesn't rain all the time, but it has been raining all day. But it's fine. We're going out for dinner and to a beach because when the weather is like this, it's obviously the perfect time to go to the beach. Over, isn't it?
Yeah.
A good rock? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that was a pretty good rock. Hey! Do you want to go under the waterfall?
No.
Waterfall, you could go under it with the umbrella.
No, wait, actually, yeah.
Or maybe not, it's a bit, it might run down you.
Huh?
So we're at the beach. The rain has not ceased, but I think that adds a little bit of fun to the situation.
Lovely.
The fact that our Airbnb has a little library makes me very happy. Here's a quick tour. We have this shelf which is mainly adult fiction, and then down here we've got some non-fiction, some local area books as well, and then we've kind of got a kids section merged with a couple of other random things. But I love the fact that it has a little library under the stairs.
Hello.
This is Edith.
Hello, everybody.
She's been coming with us on all our adventures today and yesterday.
I'm P.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
Pom Pom.
Pom Pom. Very cute.
We are friends.
Okay, Pippin and I have come out on Sunday to, I've forgotten the name of this place, Boscastle. There's an article that says this is kind of seen as the equivalent of Salem in Cornwall / south of England area. Sorry, I've got Pippin in the back crying because he wants to go out. It is absolutely tipping it down, like way heavier rain than it was yesterday. So this is going to be interesting. I think I'm just going to pretty much film on my GoPro, so if the sound quality is not good and if the video quality is different, that is why, because I don't really want to risk getting my camera out. I'll still bring it with me, but it's going to be in a waterproof bag. So that's what our plan is now. Obviously my family aren't with me now. I've taken my mum's car, like, consensually. There's Pippin. They are at a family event about half an hour from where I am now, so I'm going to go get them later at 2 or 3. So we've got to find some stuff to do in that time. And yeah, this is the first place that we're going to try. I need to actually get out the car and see how bad this rain really is, because I feel like it always sounds worse when you're in a car. And then we might head to Bude after this, because it's not too far along. Honestly, I feel like this is very weather dependent, because I don't mind getting wet, but I don't want Pippin to get too wet and get too cold. He does have a little coat, so he's going to be wearing that. But oh god, I'm just gonna get out of the car. I'm gonna do it. Okay, made it out of the car. The rain isn't as bad as I thought it was when in the car. As I said, the rain always sounds worse in the car, but we've made it out. So let's see what this town has to offer. So there's actually a witchcraft museum here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get in with Pippin, but I'm gonna have a look. Allowed in either. Either are we. Okay, as probably should have expected, the witchcraft museum does not allow dogs. So we're continuing up. It's really pretty here, despite it being very wet. I mean, I don't know how well it's coming across, but there's a harbour area that we're walking to now. Feels a bit Game of Thronesy, so we're gonna go down there, and then I think that's it for here. So maybe we'll stop for lunch somewhere. I noticed there's a National Trust cafe that allows dogs, and they're always lovely cafes, so I think that might be the plan. I think I just look like a drowned rat in this whole vlog, and that's fine. Good boy. You good? This is slippery. There is a bookshop telephone box. I'm currently very excited because there is a bookshop in a telephone box. Of course, I had a mooch around. I didn't pick anything up, but I just think that's so cool. Okay, we are back in the car. That was fun. It was very wet and it did dry up a little bit towards the end, but it was beautiful. I really didn't expect it to be quite that stunning. It definitely felt like something out of Game of Thrones, and I'm glad that we got to explore. We got to sit in a National Trust cafe for a little bit as well and had a little chat with a couple who also had a little dog quite similar to Pippin. Pippin is a Cavapoo, for anyone wondering. I love the way that he's just framing himself sat there right now. But we made it back to the car. I'm now going to go pick up my family, and then I think we're just going to drive straight home. It's been a really nice but wet day, and generally I think that's been the sentiment for the weekend. The cottage we stayed in was so lovely and so wholesome and homey. It just felt like such a nice space. It was very loud loud and echoey because it was an old cottage, which meant that any noise anybody made, pretty much everybody else could hear. So my mum waking up early to let Pippin out was pretty much everyone else waking up at the same time. So I've been waking up pretty early. Yesterday was 5:45 or something like that, and today was 6:50. But it's fine because I'm out doing things and I like making the most out of my time when I'm away. So it's been a really good trip. As I said, picking up my family now. I'll probably wrap this up, I don't know, when I'm back at my flat or when I'm back at my family house. I honestly don't know. I don't know what the plan is. But I do want to give you a little haul because I did buy 2 books and I forgot to show you yesterday. So I want to show you what they are and just basically check in when I get back home, because I feel like it's been a hot mess of a vlog, but a fun vlog to film, so hopefully you've enjoyed it. But anyway, I'll let future Beth take over to wrap up the video. Okay, I am back from Cornwall. It's been a couple of days. I'm back at my flat now, obviously, and I have books to show you. I had a really lovely trip. I really want to go back to Cornwall again. I have been before, but not for a very long time, and I think not to the areas that we went to this time, but also not to the areas... I feel like I haven't really been to the areas of Cornwall that, like, you just look out and it's just breathtaking and awe-inspiring and beautiful, and we went to a couple of those over the weekend, and I'm hoping that I can go back to go to more of them, because Boscastle, despite it absolutely being torrential rain at times, was so beautiful. I would love to see that in the summer, but I'd also love to go to other areas like that in the summer. So I'm hoping that I can go back at some point, whether it's this year, next year, I don't know, but I did buy some books, as I said. So let me show you those books. Bought 2 different books. One of them I went back intending to get, and the other one I just happened to see on the table and thought I would pick it up. So the one that I went back in intending to get, we went into this bookshop at the start of our trip, and this is pretty chonky, so I decided I would come back in for it. This is Kate Morton's Homecoming. This is the independent bookshop edition, and I just think it is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. My mum is actually currently reading this one and is really enjoying it. I think it's like a clever mystery type book. So she recommended that I pick it up, and obviously I could not resist this edition. Adelaide Hills, Christmas Eve 1959. At the end of a scorching hot day, beside a creek in the grounds of a grand country house, a local man makes a terrible discovery. Police are called and the small town of Tambilla becomes embroiled in one of the most baffling murder investigations in the history of South Australia. Many years later and thousands of miles away, Jess is a journalist in search of a story. Having lived and worked in London for nearly 2 decades, she now finds herself unemployed and struggling to make ends meet. A phone call summons her back to Sydney, where her beloved grandmother Nora, who raised Jess when her mother could not, has suffered a fall and is seriously ill in hospital. At Nora's house, Jess discovers a true crime book chronicling a long-buried police case, the Turner family tragedy of 1959. It is only when Jess skims through the pages that she finds a shocking connection between her own family and this notorious event. A murder mystery that has never been satisfactorily resolved. An epic story that spans generations, Homecoming asks what we would do for those we love, how we protect the lies we tell, and what it means to come home. Above all, it is an intricate and spellbinding novel from one of the finest writers working today. I think it sounds great. I love clever mysteries, so of course I had to pick this one up, and the fact that it's stunning just added bonus points. I also picked up Silvia Moreno Garcia's Untamed Shore. This is a signed copy, and I assume this is a new one from Silvia Moreno Garcia. I really enjoy Silvia Moreno Garcia's writing style. There's such a fantastic blend of creepy, atmospheric, gothic horror to the writing style, and I just love it. So this one immediately drew me in because of the author, and then kept me because of the blurb. Baja, California, 1979. Viridiana spends her days under the harsh sun, watching the fishermen pulling in their nets and the dead sharks piled beside the seashore. Her head is filled with dreams of romance, travel, and of a future beyond the drab town where her only option is marriage and motherhood. When a wealthy American writer arrives with his wife and brother-in-law, Viridiana jumps at the offer of a job as his assistant. The glamorous foreigners offer Viridiana excitement and escape from her humdrum life. When one of them dies in a seeming accident, Viridiana lies, eager to protect her new friends. But it's not long before Viridiana finds herself asking her own questions. Sharks may be dangerous, but as Viridiana will soon discover, there are worse predators nearby, ready to devour a naive young woman unwittingly entangled in a web of deceit. So I think this one sounds pretty damn good too. I'm really addicted to any books that mention travel at the moment, and that did say that in the blurb, so I'm even more keen. So I'm going to wrap up this vlog. Obviously I'm no longer in Cornwall. I don't know what episode of Wanderlust this is at this point. Is it 5? Maybe it's 5? 4? 5? 5? I really hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you so much for all your support on Wanderlust as a series. It's definitely very erratic when I post for this series because I'm trying to make sure I do as many interesting days out and adventures as I can to be able to include for this, and then also have bigger travel plans, such as my plans to go to Vietnam and South Korea at the end of the summer. So that's obviously going to be Wanderlust episodes as well, so I'm very, very, very excited. But thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, comment down below where your next trip is to. You can subscribe to see more of my face on your feed, and link down below you will find my Patreon and my online shop. Thank you so much for watching, keep smiling and stay positive.